Hi and welcome back. Here we are today. Wigan Athletic, Champions League football, Premier League title to fight for. What more could you ask for? Well, please do subscribe to the Wigan Athletic YouTube channel and up above eGaming. What more? There's so much beautifulness going on at the moment. Wigan Athletic, Prisk channel. That's me. Get down below into the comments as well. We'd love to see you around. But come and follow me. We're nearly at 2,000 subscribers on my own channel and we'd love to see you there. So please do come and follow. So today it's all about Champions League football and we really want it. We want to win everything. We're greedy here at the Wigan Athletic YouTube channel. Myself in particular, I am the greedy one. The Prisk channel, yes. I'm greedy for you boys and girls to come over and support. So team today for the first leg against Hertha Berlin. Courtois in goal, Livramento, Zanu, Richter and Sardinia as your back four. Fabian at the base. De Gouvier, Gavi and Shaughnessy, Makoko and Hadrea. Bellingham, he could play 45 minutes, so he will be coming off that bench today. Massive game today. Carry on from your last performance and you'll do well. That has motivated all the boys and girls here watching. Whether the boys on the pitch are motivated. Sardinia's picked up a booking in the first minute. Not ideal. Livramento to Makoko. Makoko driving forward, but it is Hertha that pick up the ball. Now, we really want to sort this out today. We want to get this first leg done and dusted if we can. Hertha are a good side in their own right, so it's not going to be easy either way. And Fabian trying to get there, Zanu with the header away. And again, Palmer for Hertha. Is he English? He is. It's Cole Palmer. What have I done that for? I've clicked this. Guaranteed that Cole Palmer's going to score now. Of course he's going to. It always happens against you. A shout of encourage. Come on, lads. You can do better. They are fired up now. Sardinia, we don't want him too fired up. Livramento to Makoko. Gets it back to Livramento. Beats his man down that right-hand side. Puts the cross in. And Makoko with the goal. Surely not going to look at it. Jim, beautiful stuff. Lovely, lovely goal. Livramento down that right-hand side. Gets the ball 1-2 with Makoko. Then he beats his man and gives it back to Makoko, who fires in from a tight, narrow angle. Cheers, Jim. Lovely stuff. That has settled the nerves down, surely. They are composed. Shaughnessy's looking aggressive. Sardinia is pleased. Just needs to see the game through nicely without any repercussions from that yellow card. We will be taking him off at some stage fairly soon because we don't want him sent off. Sardinia to Gavi. Gavi into Shaughnessy. Back to Sardinia. Cross in to Gouvier. Now he was putting those headers away start of the season. Now not so much. Sardinia. Fabian. Back to Sardinia. Shaughnessy. Gavi. Looking for a runner. Fabian gives it to Hadrea. All the way back to Zanu. Fabian picks up the ball again though. Hadrea gets it out to Livramento. He's the danger man at the moment. Pulls it back to De Gouvier. Headed away, but we win it back. Livramento to the byline again. De Gouvier. The little tricks and interchanging play. But unfortunately, no joy this time. Coming up to half time. 1-0 to the good. That will do for the minute. I'm going to sort of... We're on the score sheets looking good and we're looking good in the game. But we do need a little bit more. Now, Sardinia. Richter not playing that well either. But it will have to be Sardinia, I think, to make way because we can't afford to lose him to a red card. Courtois forward, Makoko under it. Gavi gets it back to Makoko. Return pass again, but de Gouvier's in, and de Gouvier makes it 2 with his 10th goal of the season. There's pandemonium in the stands. Yeah, I think you're trying to say pandemonium. That's the one, Jim. Thank you very much, son. Gavi gets tackled. It breaks to de Gouvier, and he just smashes it past the goalkeeper. Beautiful stuff, Jim. That's what we require now to make some changes. Sardinia, off you come for a Terrio. I think as well Gavi, he's looked quite busy, but we're going to take him off anyway for Jude Bellingham. And Richter, just in case, change it for an L. I would love to be able to make another one, but we're not in FM23. Maybe soon, we will see. We are thinking of a few different things for after this save, and hopefully we'll bring up something good for you. Now, Hertha are knocking on the door. Come on, lads. A shout of focus with 10 minutes to go. We do not want to concede, because that would really put the cat among the pigeons before we take it back to the DW Stadium. Aterio to an L. Aterio down this left-hand side. Jinking in and out, loses the ball to Richards. They do seem to have a few English players. Anel, beautiful control. Forward, Makoko wins the ball, but then it breaks to the Hertha player. Hertha coming through the middle now. Richards, not quite sure who this lad is. He beats Shaughnessy though. Shaughnessy's trying to get back. Livramento does clear the ball away, but it's only to a Hertha player. Hertha in. Livramento away. Who is Richards? Chris Richards, the American. Well, and have they got Conor Gallagher? This is like an English retirement home over there. What on earth is going on? They just seem to be hosting loads of English players. A 2-0 victory in the first leg. That will do. Thank you very much. Nice win. Livramento on form. And what's the fans saying? Thought we were absolutely brilliant today. Looked a threat every time we went forward. I completely agree. Good result, obviously, but it wasn't as impressive with the performance. Well, Livramento looked good and helped Wigan dominate. Beautiful stuff. Livramento picks up man of the match. Outstanding work. 3 days until we play Fulham. So here we go for the Fulham game. Now, Fulham are 17th in the league, but it doesn't mean anything. This horrible form they're on. We'll see. Courtois in goal. Livramento, Zanyu, Richter and Aterio comes in for the suspended Sardinia. Fabian, de Gouvier, Gavi and Shaughnessy, Hadrea and Makoko up top. Again, Bellingham only fit for 45 minutes, so he will get time off the bench to get that fitness levels up. We're favourites for a reason. Get out there and make sure of it. That's the call today at Craven Cottage. Come on, lads. A big chance for points today. We need to do it because City are breathing down our necks, and we've got City coming up in the next Premier League game. So that really is going to be a winner takes all, I would think. Makoko, de Gouvier, Livramento down that right hand side. He is so good. And Makoko makes it 1-0 with his 39th goal of the season. Jim, what a strike. I tell you, the work is all done by Livramento. He just lays it on a plate for him. Livramento, 2 men out to him, but Makoko, empty net pretty much. Yeah, cheers, Jim. That pretty sums it up. It was pretty much an empty net. First chance we've had. Goal. Beautiful stuff. And it is Fulham trying to get one back. Courtois to Richter. Richter out to Aterio. Aterio, he does that little touch. Whether he needs to work on his first touch, Makoko comes back in though. Wins the ball back, but it is Fulham coming forward. Livramento there. Gavi to Gouvier, who then gives it away to Herdrea. Herdrea hasn't been playing that well of late. I really do think we might have to make a change. Troy Parrott there trying to pop one in the top bins. Courtois to Richter. Goes back to Courtois. Zanyu into Gavi. Fabian, Shaughnessy, Richter again. Lovely football by Wigan Athletic. Makoko into Herdrea. This is better. This is better. Atario keeps the ball in his feet this time. Back heel, Shaughnessy. Back in to Gouvier. It's over the bar. Goal kick to Fulham. Now, Atario, he put the ball in with his right foot. Sometimes I do wonder what goes through people's minds, but that is not the type of ball you should be putting in. Now he's picked up a yellow card. What is it with our left backs? A shout of demand more, we're going to say. It might wind a few up, but I think we need it because we're playing within ourselves, and Fulham have had a few chances in this half, which is not ideal. Gavi again on a 6.5. We are not looking that great today. I think we're going to go a bit more attacking and see if we can up the game a little bit. Take the game to Fulham. Coming up to half time, it is Fulham that have had the last few chances. Right, I'm going to say we're far from happy with that. It might be 1-0, but on another day, Fulham might have had a couple. Herdrea will be one to come off in a minute unless he sorts himself out. Gavi again. The boy, he goes through spells, doesn't he? He's so good and then he's just so bad. Bellingham, on you come. And there's the equaliser. We did say it was coming, and Fulham... This is not ideal. Yes, we will still make that change. Herdrea, off you come as well for Mara. Fulham now trying to play out from the back. And they do, but we win it back. Bellingham, Shaughnessy to Makoko, into Herdrea. Herdrea. And that sums him up at the minute. Completely sums him up. And here we go with Fulham again. Fulham coming forward. We did say before the game that they have not been in form, but Troy Parrott with his 15th goal of the season. This is not the time to start losing games of football, boys and girls. A shout of oration. One more change in us. But where do we go? There's not really... In fact, Courtois, off you come. For John Scott. A shout of demand more. Come on, boys. Atario's taken a knock now as well. Instructions. Is there anything we can do? Slow the tempo down. Get the ball there. Dribble less. Be more expressive. Come on. Back to a positive mentality. Maybe we're being too gun-ho. Makoko now. Back to Atario. Atario, ball in. Fabian. Fabian with a bit of a P-roller. He's gone in. Jim. Well, that is one of the bizarrest goals I think I've ever seen. I think everyone was expecting him to try and put it top bins, but it's just sort of trickled into the net. Ball headed out to Fabian. I suppose the goalkeeper's unsighted. Yeah, I think you're right there, Jim. It did look a bit that way. Fabian has made it equal now, but we still need to get the winner if we could, please. Thank you. But don't go conceding again. There's 1 minute plus added on time of 5 minutes to go. Is there going to be anything else in us? Can we get another goal, or is it going to be dropped points at Craven Cottage? Simply not good enough. Well, that there. So what have City done? We're a City. City won 3-0. So it's a point in it, all square now, with City to come after Hertha Berlin. Oh, goodness me. All square at Craven Cottage. I slammed the team. Rob Kelly appreciates Fabian's goal. So do I, because that could have been oh so much more of a problem, because City would have gone top. Oof. So second leg against Hertha Berlin, here we go. Courtois in goal, Livramento, Zanyu, Richter and Sardinia as your back four. Fabian, De Gouvier, Gavi and Shaughnessy, Hadrea and Makoko up top. Again, Bellingham, still only 45 minutes in him. It's not good. We're doing well. Let's keep it going, shall we? That's the shout. And here it is at the DW Stadium. I want to check this team before I just say any names, because wherever he is up top, our boy is up top. Oh, please don't do anything against us. I don't think he played in the first leg. De Gouvier with the corner, whips it in. Richter's there and Hadrea. Surely this time Hadrea is back on the score sheet. Jim, I don't think this is going to be disallowed. It looks like a goal all day long, and it has been awarded. De Gouvier in, Richter's there, and Hadrea just comes in behind his man. Lovely stuff. Yes, that's what we needed early doors. Settle the nerves. 3-0 to the good now. Surely this is just a matter of seeing this game through to be in to the semi-final. Now, was it against Liverpool? I can't remember now. Oh, Hadrea's at the double. Absolutely fantastic. Again, he's not offside. Jim, yeah, I think you're right. He might have been standing there a little bit, but it is a goal again. Makoko this time to Zanyu, and there is Hadrea to sweep it in. Lovely, lovely finish. That's what we like to see. 2-0 to the good. Just finishing off Hertha Berlin before they get a chance. Or are they going to get a chance? Palmer now. Livramento deals with him. Coming down that inside, Gavi into Hadrea. Back to Livramento again. Livramento to Gavi. Makoko. De Gouvier! We're cutting loose now. Beautiful stuff. What are you looking at offside for, Jim? There's no way this is offside either. This is another goal. All three of them have gone to VAR. And it's just another stunning goal. Livramento into Gavi. It's just... what? Where? Where on earth was that even offside? Cheers, Jim. Yeah, just beggars belief sometimes. Look, we're even going to look at it again. Yeah, I think you could get what's called a bus down through that offside line. That is just ridiculous. 19 minutes on the clock, and we really have cut loose. Hadrea on a hat-trick. Don't tell me this one's going to VAR, because that's not even close either. Jim, I tell you what, this is an absolute joy to watch. When you see us playing football like this, Sardinia to Makoko, back to Sardinia, first time ball into Hadrea's path, and he just slots it past the keeper. Yeah, old Risky's up top, just wondering what on earth is going on a 6.4. Look, oh, Sardinia now. Into Fabian. Fabian, back to Sardinia. Hadrea's in again. Hadrea! Oh, stop it. Behave, Jim. I tell you that this is just unbelievable stuff. Sardinia to Fabian. Gets it back to Sardinia, and he spots Hadrea in about half a millimetre of space, and he just pommels it in. Cheers, Jim. Yeah, you're getting confused with yourself now. You're pressing all the buttons. He's got 4 goals inside 25 minutes. It is absolutely absurd. But what a game of football. Just shows you that we really are a great team. He's on a 10 out of 10 after 25 minutes. This is just crazy stuff. But we do seem to have gone a bit quiet now. 7 shots, 6 on target. I do love to see it. half time, and what a game. And what can you say? Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Just simple as that. Risky's been taken off at half time. He's had an absolute mare. Sardinia's picked up a booking again. Gavi finally on a 6.9. Who needs a rest? De Gouvier, not had a rest for a little while. You can come off, son. For Liazao. Shaughnessy, you've just picked up a booking. You can have a break as well, mate. For Jude Bellingham. And one more change left to us. I think we might even give Livramento a break. Ellison can come on there. 18 minutes to go. Let's drop back to a balanced mentality and a shout of praise. Beautiful game of football. Yeah. Gavi, come on, you're on a 6.7 again, son. What is the matter with you? I don't get you sometimes. You're in a game that has been absolutely and utterly mind-blowing, and you're sat there. Well, 6.8. He's getting there slowly. Bit of a damp squib second half, but that will do us very nicely indeed. I'm happy with how it went. The first leg, we did the job, finished it off. Beautiful stuff. Hadrea takes the plaudits. Wigan into the Champions League quarter-final. Fantastic stuff. Triumph 7-0 on aggregate. We get £9 million for that, look. Hadrea takes the plaudits for the elite striker that he is. Somebody was spotted, the Spanish manager spotted looking at Gavi. And Juan Garcia. Oh, no. No, not a very good goalkeeper. Should not even be looked at. Manchester City in 4 days' time, anyone? On the back of that, surely. Well, some other results that have come through. Real Madrid have been knocked out by PSG. Bayern Munich been knocked out by Barcelona. So who are the teams that are... Right. So we've got PSG in the semi-final and it's Barcelona, AC Milan in the other one. Oh my goodness me. These are huge. And where are they? Ooh, not very far away. Oof. There it is. PSG. Oof. Big games. So we're on the eve of the Manchester City game and we've got to hold a team meeting. And we're intent on winning that league. And a win against the match against Manchester City would give us victorious times. I think that's the one. I think it would be amazing. Yeah, I think we'll go for the victorious ones. Agreeable and encouraged. And Anel is very positive. It's exactly the sort of thing we were looking for. Everyone's in the best frame of mind. The conversation appears to have slightly been positive effect on some of the morale of the players. Haaland apparently is up for the FWA Footballer of the Year. Surely we're in among that as well. It's got to be somebody. We'll praise Richter's form and his training. And let's go and play Manchester City tomorrow. Oh. So here we go for Manchester City. No change. Well, there is one change. Courtois in goal. Livramento, Zanyu, Richter, Aterio comes in for the suspended Sardinia. Always suspended them pair. Fabian, De Gouvier, Gavi and Shaughnessy, Hadrea and Makoko up top. I'm toying with the idea of throwing Bellingham in, but he is only 61% sharpness, so we'll not do that yet. This is the big one. Beat Manchester City and the league is pretty much ours. Carry on from the last match and we'll do well. That is the one, because at the end of the day, we really did do a job on old Hertha Berlin. But here today with City, Didier Deschamps in charge. Still got quite a few of the City players available. And as we see there, look, this will be the 33rd game of the season. So it's not cut and dried that the league will be over today, but the biggest chance we will have to put a bit of daylight between us and City. Possibly. We are balanced mentality to start with as well. We don't want to go too gun-ho. They've picked up a booking early doors. And it's de Gouvier over the free kick. Hits the post. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be one of these games. I will be livid if this is going to be the case. This is not how we envisage the game today. Now, 10 minutes gone. Ruben. Come on, lads. Aterio picks up the ball. Don't just lose it. Makoko into Shaughnessy. Finds de Gouvier. De Gouvier dinks it. What a goal. What a way to start this game. 11 minutes on the clock. 1-0, Jim. Well, it was some fine pick out by Shaughnessy. Makoko gives it back to Shaughnessy. Pings the ball into de Gouvier's path and he dinks it over the out-rushing Edison. Yes, lovely, lovely stuff. Now that's what we've got to do is keep this going. Livramento to Gavi. Why Livramento's on that side taking throw-ins, I don't know. Gavi, de Gouvier! Oh my goodness me, it's 2-0, a quick-fire double. Fantastic stuff. That is absolutely stunning. Gavi, Fabian, Livramento to Shaughnessy, gets the ball back off Gavi. Gavi into de Gouvier on his head. Finally scores with his head again. Yes, he has missed a few of late on his head. That puts us 4 points clear of City. Aterio. Makoko. Back to Aterio. Shaughnessy. Gavi. De Gouvier. Hadrea. Round the corner. De Gouvier's in! Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Somehow he has missed it. Makoko floats the ball over. Richter. But Edison's there to make the save. He said Edison somehow has saved the goal. Well, used his hands. I think that was probably a bit of a giveaway. Shaughnessy to Fabian. Livramento into Shaughnessy, but the highlight ends. City have had 3 shots, 3 on target, but we've not seen any of it from them. And looking at the ratings, we can see that that right-hand side of the defence has had a bit of a hammering from, yeah, the man that we've looked at a few times to try and buy. We're not going to name him. We haven't clicked on him. We highlighted his name. That is all we did. That shouldn't mean anything. He says. Shaughnessy's picked up his usual booking. Zanyu's picked up another one. Couple quick fire yellow cards there. Coming up to half time. This will do. This will do indeed. I think we've got another gear. Rob Kelly, son, if we've got another gear in us, Makoko picks off the ball. It is a corner. Kimmich making the throw, give it straight to Makoko. De Gouvier puts the ball in. Richter trying to get up there at the far post, but doesn't. Chiesa coming down that left-hand side for Manchester City into Khan. But we do have the ball back. Livramento. We're only 2 minutes into the second half. And we've had so many highlights already. Makoko. Aterio in to de Gouvier. Oh, he's on a hat-trick. He's got a hat-trick. What a beautiful man. Jim, talking of beautiful men, thank you very much. Yes, de Gouvier. Beautiful play. Makoko to Aterio. Picks out the man. And there is the beautiful finish. Just goes round the keeper. Yes, lovely, lovely stuff. That is what we like to see. Was it even close to being offside? No, not even in the slightest. Kick-off highlight for Manchester City. Forgot they've even got him up front. Just seen his name. Forgot he was even here. That is how good we have been. Fantastic. And him. And him. And him. And there he is. And him. There he is. He missed. How on earth did Haaland miss that? That is absolutely bizarre. Mara, on you come. Early change for Hadrea. Gavi, off you come. Give Bellingham a run, son. De Gouvier, maybe. He's on a booking as well. Off you come, son. For Nicholas. 3 changes made. Bellingham now in midfield. Mara. De Gouvier gets it out to Livramento but doesn't quite get there. Kimmich to Chiesa down this right hand side now. Kimmich again. We're going to rob him. No, he's got the ball to Lovato. Richter wins it back though. De Gouvier. Forward. Just trying to force that ball now We're trying to force the ball. Kimmich, he is so comfortable on the ball, other than when it's in his hands and he threw it straight to one of our players. Kimmich down that right hand side. Cuts it back. Haaland's in and he's missed another one. Unbelievable that he's missed another one. They've just brought on Casemiro. Did he actually... So in this incarnation he wouldn't have gone to Manchester United. But he's here at Manchester City. Of all the places. Right. Kimmich again. Casemiro. Are we going to finally rob the ball and make it 4? Because they don't look like they're coming back into this. Richter does win it back. Bellingham to Moukoko. Moukoko! Can't add to his total. It would have been good to see. Moukoko now with the corner. Over Richter. Under pressure and doesn't quite get there. He's head and shoulders above everyone else in this team. How on earth is he not getting more headers? I do not know. Right. Come on, lads. This will do now. If we can get another one, this would be beautiful. But 3-0, we're not going to be greedy. They've had to take a player off. They've got no substitutes left. Lovato has come off. They're down to 10 men, and it's coming up to full time. And this is a famous, famous victory for Wigan Athletic. De Gouvier with a hat-trick. Beautiful stuff. Everyone was happy. That's a great game. De Gouvier, classy. What's everyone said? So proud of Wigan today. Molly, you're pulling at my heartstrings. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely delighted with that. Unbelievable result. Taylor, you said it there, and you don't have to say any more. That will do for us. Classy De Gouvier picks up man of the match. Wigan turned dominance into victory. Gavi being scouted by man. Why are Chelsea here scouting Gavi again? The world-class midfielder. Because we paid what for Gavi? Let's just have a little reminder. 130 million. He's currently valued at 77 to 84 million. Now, if they were going to give us 150 million, maybe. No. So next up is Newcastle. I've got Manchester City on the brain. Sorry. It's Newcastle in 6 days' time. Come on. Let's have this lot as well. They're 6th. 6 and 6. Ooh. So with the old title race hotting up, it's got the top 4 teams and who they've got to play. So we've got Newcastle, Villa, Arsenal, West Ham and Liverpool last game of the season. Manchester City, Brighton, Leicester, Newcastle, Norwich and Spurs. Everton. Chelsea got... Arsenal got Chelsea, Everton, Fulham, ourselves and Southampton, Tottenham, Leicester, Palace, Liverpool, Leeds and Manchester City. So it's going to be a fair old tight bit of a run-in and that is going to be great. Robert Shaughnessy will praise his form. And Joel Morris is saying he should be put up into the first team. Joel Morris, who is a 17-year-old youngster with not a lot going for him. Have we got an injury to a goalkeeper? Hugo Felix, look at this lad. We'll keep an eye on him. Liazao, best trainer in the club at the minute. The youngsters are doing pretty well as well. But why are we being asked to put a different goalkeeper up? Maybe because Courtois leaving soon. I don't know. Strange one, that. Here we go for the Newcastle game. Courtois in goal. Livramento, Zanyu, Richter and Sardinia. He's back from his suspension again. Fabian, De Gouvier, Gavi and Shaughnessy, Hadrea and Makoko up top. Bellingham slowly getting back to fitness. I don't know what's the matter with him because he's got natural fitness of 17. So why it's taking so long, I don't know. But he might be in place of Gavi if that does transpire. Pick up where you left off last time out against City. It's all that's needed. Here we are at St James's Park against Newcastle, against Zinedine Zidane's Newcastle. Livramento's taken, but he should be able to play through. Yes, ignore that. It's not affected him at all. Fabian's picked up a booking on 6 minutes at the base. That is not ideal either. Pedro Porro, maybe there was a little bit of something going on because he's picked up a booking at the same time. Didn't show on camera. Oh, and they nearly score. Ilias trying to get one in, but thankfully doesn't get that far. But it was close. It was close. Right. Newcastle having all the highlights at the moment. Not what we want to see. Can we win this ball back in the drizzle of Newcastle? Ball pumped over. Livramento wins the ball, but it's out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez coming down that side. Oh my goodness me. Courtois. What have you done, son? What have you done? Let's just watch this again. The ball goes to Gutierrez. Gutierrez completely mishits it, as we're about to see. Courtois, meant to be world class, son. A shout of beration. That has fired the boys up. Livramento still 6.6. Courtois 6.7. So the two players involved are still playing all right. Ish. You would think it was the other side because Richter and Sardinia are having a bit of a shocker out there. Fire up. Come on, lads. Livramento. Back to Courtois. Sardinia. To Zanyu. Richter. Back to Zanyu. Fabian now. Out to Livramento. Beats his man. Into Hadrea. Hadrea beats his man as well. Gets it back from Makoko. Oh, and the keeper makes a save. There's Edouard Mendy. 33 minutes on the clock. Positive mentality now. Let's push. 10 minutes before half time. Come on, boys. Let's have a little bit more from you. A shout of encourage with 3 minutes to go of this half. Makoko in this driving down rain. Zanyu hits the bar and over. Coming up to half time now. It's been fairly even other than a complete howitzer from the goalkeeper. Terrible. Go sort it out. That's the shout. Come on. Let's see more from you. Fabian on that booking, not ideal. I think we might have to go in and make a few substitutes because this is not in any way, shape or form what we want to be seeing. Lots of players on 6.5s. Not ideal. Changes afoot. 3 changes made. Nicholas, Bellingham and Nalapo on. We've put Nalapo in behind the front to try and just see what will happen. Try and get him involved. Sardinia now to Makoko. Bellingham. Sardinia in and an instant. Beautiful, tactical genius goal. Jim. Tactical genius. That is completely the shout. Sardinia to Makoko. Into Bellingham. First time ball to Sardinia. Pulls the ball back. Hadrea there at the near post. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. That will do to start with. A shout of encourage again. Come on, boys. Another goal would go beautifully. Bellingham's picked up a booking. Corner to Wigan. Ball floated over. Zanyu. Nalapo! Stephen Nalapo. Beautiful stuff. Tactical genius. James, you are a tactical genius. I will say it there. I'm Jim, you're James, and that is tactical nous. Beautiful. Yeah, cheers, Jim. That was fantastic stuff. Just what was required. Praise for that turnaround. Now Lapo's confused. Why are you confused, son? You've just scored the winning goal. that'll keep us 4 points clear at the top. We'll sort that out. Manchester City only winning 1-0 at home to Brighton. But there's the equaliser by Cristiano Romero. That is not ideal. Not at all. Beration again. Come on. That has fired them up. 10 minutes to go. Let's go attacking. Let's get after them. Let's get the winner. We don't want to bring the goal difference and score back down to give them any chance. As in Manchester City. This would be a blow. They've hit the post. Is that a penalty? Or did he dive? It's drop points at St James's Park, even after a bit of tactical genius comeback. Goodness me. Expect to see you in training tomorrow. That's not acceptable. A draw just before Nalapo rescues Wigan with the equaliser. Now we've got PSG, and of course, just before we play them, Zanyu's being touted. I slammed the team, and PSG can go and do one. Oh no. Well, we've had our youth intake come in, and it possibly looks like we've got a good player on our hands. Reece Smedley. I've not looked at him. Let's look at him together, shall we? Well, I'm not sure what to say. He's got a lot about him that looks quite handy, and the pace and acceleration looks good. Dribbling. He's got flair there as well. He is only 15 years old, mind. I think this lad could be quite good. Now, he is a right winger, which would mean we would have to change up what we do. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. He is right-footed, reasonable on his left. So whether we could train him to be a left inverted winger, maybe, or just go for that out-and-out winger. He hasn't got much crossing, so I think he needs to be trained as an inverted winger, probably on support. We'll take charge of his bits and bobs. Now, Kawaya, he's another one. He's a fullback that doesn't defend very well, but again, he is only 15 years old, so there's potential there. Funnel, I'm more interested in this lad, to be honest. Look at him. He's got a lot about him. He's got a lot he needs to learn, but how is he only 3 stars? But obviously, I guess there's not a lot of room for potential for moving on to be a better player, but we shall see. Stephen Hagan. Now this lad, if he gets his physicals up, he really could be a good central midfielder for us on attack. We will actually get him training in that role. Or would he like to be support? Well, we do attack, so we're going to do that for him. And I think that this lad could be quite good. It says 3 stars, but there's potential, I guess, to grow more. He's certainly got to grow. 5'3". Not the biggest lad in the world. Regan Barnes, another one, can play central midfield. He does look quite good. As a defensive midfielder, I really got high hopes for this one. Well, we can play him to be there as well. A defensive midfielder, that could be quite good for him. And there's still more here. Look, these 3-star players aren't looking too bad this time. Yeah, and then we get Tommy Johnson, that's just not very good. Sam Wallace. Now again, this one, he's a winger again, unfortunately. But there's a lot to like about him if he could develop. Is that it? So that, to be honest, isn't too bad this time for a change, but we'll have to wait and see. Looking at the PSG team for the upcoming game, Elise there, look. Vlahovic, Joao Felix, Zakarian, Fabian Silva. It's a good side, isn't it? Goretzka, look, as well. And some new gen out on the right back. So we'll have to see how we get on. But we have got them in 3 days' time. Well, what a 500th game to have for Wigan Athletic. PSG in the Champions League semi-final. 500 games as Wigan manager. And here is the team to do it. Courtois in goal, Livramento, Zanyu, Richter and Sardinia, Fabian at the base, De Gouvier, Gavi and Shaughnessy, Hadrea and Makoko up top. It will be a tough one, whichever way it goes, but my goodness me, we've got all of the boys available, so let's go and beat PSG, please. I think we've just got to, I expect nothing but a win. Keep the good run going. That has motivated some of the boys. And here we are at the DW. 500 games in charge and we're at the DW. Beautiful stuff. This is what we like to see. They have gone with the team that we saw. So they've gone for it. We'll see how we get on. It is Pep Guardiola in charge of PSG. Who else would it be, of course? Right. Big chance today. This is what we're here for. Champions League football at home. The DW Stadium with its final Champions League game, because next season will be in the new stadium. Shaughnessy to Richter, Gavi, De Gouvier, out to Sardinia. Sardinia pulls it back to Gavi. Shaughnessy back in. De Gouvier! Just past the post. So close. So close. A shout of encourage after 14 minutes. We are slightly on top. Ish. Well, the fact that PSG have only just had their first shot, maybe we'll go a bit more positive and encourage as well at the same time. De Gouvier's nervous. Why would you be nervous, you world-class midfielder? I know you're playing against PSG, but that's not the way to go. You need to be on the ball the whole time. 35 minutes gone. I better fire up with 5 minutes or so-ish to go in the half. We have overwhelmed them. Shaughnessy's picked up a yellow card. Is it all about to go wrong coming up to half time? This is not ideal. PSG with the highlight. Fabio Silva over the bar, thankfully. Half-time here. Far from pleased with the performance. Get out there and do something different. Shaughnessy not having his best game out there today. But then again, neither's a few of them. We will make some changes in a minute. In fact, Livramento, off you come early doors for Ellison. He's about to take a throw. Shaughnessy as well for Bellingham. Livramento digs out the cross. Makoko over the bar. Hadrea, off you come for Mara. All three changes made. A fire up again. Come on, lads. They are overwhelmed, focused, and all that jazz at the same time. Bellingham got booked as soon as he come on the pitch. Don't know what he did. Makoko with the free kick. Bends it. Donnarumma makes the save. The legendary goalkeeper that we want to buy. De Gouvier in. Richter. Zanyu. Nothing comes of it. Zakarian now coming forward, but De Gouvier wins the ball back. Mara now. Mara to the byline. Pulls it back to De Gouvier. All the way back to Zanyu. Back into Gavi. Ellison down this right hand side. Mara. Can he find the cross? He gets the ball back and bends it past the post. Goodness. Oh, that was so close. So close. A shout of demand more. We are overwhelming them, but we need to try and get something out of them. We want to pressurise them because we need more. Back to a balanced mentality as well. 10 minutes to go. We've added on time, I would say. Maybe one more shoutiness. Encourage. Is there going to be a goal to take out to PSG? De Gouvier in. There is. And Richter has scored it with that big head of his. Jim, yeah, 6'5". He is a monster. And Santos de Gouvier into Richter. And we have the advantage going out to PSG. Yes, completely agree, Jim. That is what is required. 16 shots to their 4. We have had the better XG. Don't go blowing it now, boys. Mendes down that left-hand side for them. Ellitson's come forward. He's retreated now, though. And Kimber trying to get the ball. Zakarian to Keane. Moise Keane gets to the byline. Pulls it back to Zakarian, but we do win the ball back. Mara picks it up. Beats one man. Gavi into Makoko. Mara continues his run. Run like the wind, son. Run. But... Run like the wind, but you still got to put it in the back of the net. Just saying. Don't give them a sniff. Moise Keane, Zakarian, Mendes making the run. Into the box he goes. We do win it back and we do get it clear, but only partially away. Elise over the bar. Thank goodness for that. It is full time and it is 1-0. Well done. That will do for the first leg. We've now got Aston Villa in 2 days' time. This is not ideal. We're going to have to rest players, I think. Oh, it's not ideal, is it? Well, Liazal, he's the best trainer again for the second month. He's been best. And he really is starting to develop into a fine footballer. Either-footed as well. He really could be someone that we need to start playing a bit more in the team. And same with Mara. Mara's another one. Look at the absolute state of the stats on him. Just the concentration we need to build on him. If we could get that up a bit more, he really could be a super player for us. And old Fabian, he's only been with us 5 minutes. But my word, he really, really is something special. Right. Tomorrow, Aston Villa. I'm just hoping making these changes isn't really going to weaken us too much. We have to do it sometimes, and today is one of those days that we need to just change things up. So Scott in goal, Ellison, Zanu, Anel and Aterio, Fabian at the base, Nicholas, Aspin, Shaughnessy, Mara and Nalapo up top. Yes, Villa are 12th. We're not counting our chickens, but it's another 2 days and we've got PSG and we really want to win that one as well. We just want to win them all. Lots of changes, but stick to the plan, be patient and you'll be fine. Here we go at Villa Park. That could be the problem. We are away from home. Oh, come on. Come on, boys. This is huge today. Pick up 3 points against mid-table, bottom half Villa and we should be alright. But we need to manage this game correctly. They are totally unmotivated and uninspired. That's what we like to see. Encourage. Come on, lads. This is the one we want today. Chelsea, look, absolutely destroyed Fulham 6-1 to almost cement their European place for next season. A shout of encourage again. The main thing is we need to bring off the boys who are starting that need to rest for the Champions League game. But then we also need to make sure that we don't lose this game of football. A shout of fire up with 5 minutes to go of the half. And yeah, some of them aren't playing that well, to say the least. That half has absolutely flown by. Not acceptable. See if we can do something now. Mara to Aspin. Nalapo, Shaughnessy. Out to Aterio. Aterio cuts it back into Shaughnessy. Fabian, Aspin, Nicholas, Mara. You got a man out on the right hand side if you want him. But there is Nalapo and he doesn't score. That would have been a great start to the half. Nicholas with the corner. Whips it in far post and L trying to get there. But doesn't. Now, Ellison. Gives it to Fabian. Gets it back to Ellison. Nicholas. Aspin. Mara! Looks offside. He looks offside. We're going to say goal, but I think he's offside. What do you reckon, Jim? Goals awarded. Oh my goodness me. Ellison into Fabian. Gets it out to Nicholas. Nicholas to Aspin. Far post to Mara. He looked offside, but we'll take it. Completely agree, Jim. Let's just check this again. Nicholas to Aspin. Oh, it was close, but the centre half stepping out. Couldn't get out in time. Lovely, lovely stuff. Now, fitness levels and all that are going to be key. 3 changes available to us in a minute. That's offside if it goes in. That's offside. There was no one even close to this lad. This doesn't even need to be checked. The lino should be saying that's miles off, so no. What? Where? I'm seeing... Who's playing him onside? Come on, bring your lines up. Bring your lines up. He's offside. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nalapo having a shocker and he's been booked. Barata, on you come, son. Zanyu, Fabian. Nicholas to Aspin. Out to Ellison. Ellison driving into the goal, but he goes for it himself when he probably shouldn't have done. Barata's on for Nalapo. In. Collins away with it. Anel trying to get there. Comes back. But it is Villa. Looking like they're going to try and break, but the ball is given away. Zanyu sort of half picks it up. Right. Shaughnessy, you need a break for next game, son. It will be for Jude Bellingham. On you come there. And one more change. Zanyu, off you come for Richter. That'll be the changes made. Can we switch? No, we can't just switch him there, can we? In fact, we can do it in here. If we just go Richter and Anel, switch your positions. You're in your proper positions now. Richter now. To Aspin. Bellingham. Out to Anel. Anel to Ellison. Beats his man. Can he get the cross in? He can. Mara. How's it not gone in? It is this time. And there is Mara. Finally puts it in. Jim, what a goalmouth scramble this was. My goodness me. Ellison gets the ball to the byline. Mara. Barata is bobbling around and Mara there with an open goal. Yeah, finally. Thank goodness for that. Balance mentality. A shout of focus. We need the win. This will put us 5 points clear and City with a game in hand. 10 minutes to go. Mara trying to get to the ball, but Martinez there for Villa. He must be about 56. Anel wins the ball. But it is Mudryk for Villa. Scott makes the save. 9 shots on target from 11 shots. That is such a great ratio, but only 2 goals to show for it. Come on, boys. Coming up to full time. This will do us nicely. Another 3 points in the bag. 3 points closer to that Premier League title. Beautiful stuff. That will do. Pleased, frustrated, but we're pleased. Mara inspires Wigan. And now it's PSG to come. Oh my days. We've secured a Europa League place. Beautiful. Mara picks up man of the match. Fantastic stuff. Now 3 days. Doesn't turn around quick, doesn't it? Goodness me. PSG. Well, everyone's rested up and raring to go. So here we are with that semi-final game away at PSG. They have lost the last 2 games 1-0. Another 1-0 loss would be beautiful today. Courtois in goal, Livramento, Zanyu, Richter and Sardinia, Fabian at the base, de Gouvier, Gavi and Shaughnessy, Hadrea and Makoko up top. Again, Bellingham is getting there slowly, but we're not going to go risking him today. I expect you to come back from the match finalists. That has motivated and pleased some of the boys. Here we are at the Parc des Princes. Oh my goodness me. This is huge. Absolutely massive game today. If we can pull off the win, oh, I'd love it. I would absolutely love it. A draw will do. You know, anything to get through to the final. And we don't know who we're playing yet either, because the other semi-final is tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. We are on the balanced mentality to start with as well, because we don't want to go too gun-ho too early. A shout of encourage after 15 minutes. We've had the first shot. It is PSG with the first highlight. Livramento back to Courtois. Courtois, where are you going? Rolls it to Richter. Shaughnessy. Fabian now. Livramento moves it out of his feet into de Gouvier. Zanyu back again. Gavi. Fabian. Lovely stuff. Hadrea out to Livramento. Livramento. Hadrea's carried on his run. Hadrea's in. But the world-class goalkeeper, that is Donnarumma, makes the save. Not what you want to see. Santos de Gouvier. Far post. Richter. It would have been great. If he could have done it again, that really would have been great. Right, 20 minutes gone. We really do need to keep these players on side, because composed, they're fired up and anxious a little bit. Encourage again. Coming up to half an hour gone. They've had one shot, we've had three. A few of them are frustrated and uninterested. But then so are they, so it's a little bit strange going on with the tactics at the moment. But it is PSG with the highlight. Zakarian back to Mendes. Mendes trying to beat his man. Oh, come on. Don't leave them in. Donnarumma, it's gone all the way back. Donnarumma pumps the ball forward. He's offside, but we have pumped the ball forward ourselves. Makoko picks up the loose ball. Running at the defenders. Comes out wide right. Gets to the byline. Pulls it back. Gives it away to Fabian Silva. Fabio Silva. Zanyu back to Courtois, gives it to Richter. Richter to Sardinia, who has been booked. I missed that. Sardinia skins his man down that left-hand side. Ball in, Hadrea! Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Jim, oh my goodness me. What a scintillating break. Absolute beautiful stuff. Sardinia rips past his man, puts the ball in, and Hadrea in off his knee by the look of it. Don't care what it goes in off, Jim, but as long as it's a goal, that will do. 2-0 now. Has that finally put this tie to bed? Shaughnessy on a 6.6. De Gouvier on a 6.6. Makoko on a 6.5. We really do need to say that we're capable of better, because this is not exactly right how we want it to be. We have had all the play. They've had the possession. We've hit them on the break. Makoko's having a shocker. He's coming off for Mara. Just to freshen things up, because he's not playing very well. And it is PSG with the highlight. Coming forward. Fabio Silva, but Courtois there to make the save. Lovely stuff. Shaughnessy's on a booking. He's coming off for Jude Bellingham. We're replacing players with quality players. Now, de Gouvier, off you come for Nicholas. Last change made. We are on that balanced mentality. We don't need to do any more other than maybe switch those pair around. Just to freshen it up a little bit. Focus with 20 minutes to go. Oh, no, not what we wanted. PSG has started to come back into it. Hadrea now. Into Mara. Can't quite get there. Kimber gets there instead. Donnarumma's got it. Todido. Kimber. Forward. Donnarumma just pumps it anywhere. Bellingham. Into Fabian. Fabian loses the ball in midfield. Keep the ball. There's 15 minutes to go. This will put us through to the final. Pump forward again. Zanyu. Nicholas. Hadrea. Mara. Mara makes the run. Mara! Oh, goodness me. That was so close. Instructions. Can we time waste a little bit? Not too much, but just enough just to see this game through. Maybe a shout of calm down, everyone, as well. It has calmed them down. It has done what we wanted. See it through, boys. Instructions. A bit more time wasting. Slow the tempo down and up the passing a little bit. Be more disciplined. Dribble less. That will do. See it through. 3 minutes added on time. It is our game. We have made the final. We're into the Champions League final. Come on, boys and girls. That is worth a like. That is worth a subscription to the Prisk channel. Fantastic stuff. Congratulations. That's how you play a two-legged tie. Oh my days. Livramento on form. The fans can't really believe it. Oh wow, what a great result. I'm buzzing about this all week. Livramento turned in a very good performance today. Everyone's happy. Right. My goodness me. Anyone else? Another £10 million. More money. Livramento man of the match. Beautiful stuff. Competition. Champions League. It's against Barcelona or AC Milan. Now, let's have a little look how the first leg got on. Barcelona are 2-0 up. And you know what? You'll find out in the next episode who we've got in that final and the run-in to the last few games of the Premier League. Will we win it? Oh yes, I hope so. But who are we going to get? Will it be Milan? Will they turn it around? Or will it be Barcelona? Please do like, subscribe and get notified to future uploads from the Prisk channel as well as the Wigan Athletic YouTube channel. And get up above. Pick Gaming. Get on and support them please, boys and girls. And we'll see you next time out for the run-in. Oh my goodness me.